I'm back. So, I hope you've rejoined me. And after enough toggling and myself and Vasco had a really nice conversation, and he was able to relinquish a little bit of information that I needed in order to grab jump. So, we're going to go back to our star map so we can plot out our point to get to Jimson, because Vasco had a lot to say about getting to Jimson and how to actually get there. He didn't have much to say there, but so we know that we need to go to Alpha Centauri, so we can go ahead and, well, actually I don't know which one, if it's Alpha Centauri or Taliman. Taliman is level 5, so I'm gonna and yeah, Taliman is level 5, and our mission indicator is next to Alpha Centauri, so we're gonna plot a jump over there. So let's go ahead and line up our coordinates over here. So what do we want to drop? Well, I guess we'll drop a bit of our shield. What do we need? 1, 2, 3. We need 6 bars. So let's make. I guess we want to keep our shield. I don't think we're going to encounter any hostiles while grab jumping. So I think we need 7 actually. Oh, we need. Maybe we didn't even need 6. Maybe we just needed 1.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
No contraband on the ship, Vasco.
Scan complete. No contraband
Okay.
detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Okay. Vasco, because I know you talked a lot about desiccated food, spare ship parts, and ants. Different species, but I don't know what they consider contraband, so I have to watch you. So, where are we supposed to be landing? I take it you were listening, right? Atlantis, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see, let's go ahead and go to the star map and see what we have here. Okay, we have a mining outpost. I know we're supposed to be going to Atlantis, but okay, let's go ahead. Vasco, are you going to be accompanying me to each location that we're going to? So this looks, I guess this is a variation of the United Nations. So Vasco, I assume you're going to be joining me in here, yes? You have more information about the mission that we're on than I, so I should be able to now. Now, making a logical deduction from what I see everyone else's garb, I feel like I should be able to wear some regular clothes here. How did you get out the ship so quickly? You will need to inform me of that tactic. Hey, what are you guys doing? What's going on? What are you doing?
A bit clogged. We'll get those cleaned out.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. What else will you be doing? I can't really see an advisor there. I like the reflective visors. I would like one. I don't know what's behind there. Maybe a robot. Somebody just talked to Vasco?
Your memory is...
Wait, you know Vasco? Vasco, I knew you were holding on to more information than you were leading on. Okay, what's going on, buddy?
And he's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Okay. Oh, no. 1,000 credits? I think I'll take a stab at it. I'll we'll come back and discuss that because I need to speak with Vasco, and we'll revisit the whole repairing the ship situation. But ships you have for sale? I'm sure I'm not prepared to purchase a ship. I do need more crew.
They'll be on your left once you get into the plaza. Sure, have at it.
I have 7,800 credits. I don't think I need to do anything to my ship yet. Let's see what he has for sale.
Like?
I'm not really looking for anything to purchase right now either. So these are different. Is that what am I looking at here? Are these parts for? That's not even my ship. Oh, okay. These are different ships. So yeah, the Sparrow. The Shield Breaker. Alright, this is a battleship. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And it's called the Shield Breaker. The Rambler. Econohull. It sounds, I'm not sure if it's a cheap or a less expensive version. And it does looks like it's a freighter. So it Gladius. I don't see much freight transit on there. I'm not getting a ship right now. Where do you say I can sell things?
The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint.
Okay.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Alright, thanks a lot, buddy. Any golf carts? Do you have golf carts? No? Cart? Any type of cart? Vasco, you can't transform into some type of transport vehicle or something? So, is that a Segway? I see a robot. Or is that just a robot that... See, Vasco, that's what you should be doing. Do you have wheels? Those legs should transform into wheels or something, yes? So don't... okay, that's fine.
For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see
What's going on here?
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to Mast ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
I don't know what's going on here.
Was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols.
You have a couple situations on your hand.
Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch,
she's handling it pretty well.
Let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
What happened? Can someone fill me in?
I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read
You guys sound like you had quite the experience.
So cool. Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year. It kind of smells,
Those...
but I don't smell anything.
No.
Yeah, those parents that
no,
we're still in search
I
of.
will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar.
She won't.
As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state of the art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
A little unfair, don't you think? Freestar Rangers
Yeah,
helped me out quite a bit.
she's a bit grumpy.
Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They insisted. No questions asked.
Okay, let's continue.
So I could do an emergency
I'll be
jump
back
home.
and we can...
Good people.
Y'all have to fill me in what I missed,
In
okay?
any event, you all must be exhausted. Just
Oh,
give me a
that
moment
means
to
let's cut this
coordinate some
conversation
details
short.
with security. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, I didn't have anything to say. Well, let's see
No
what...
soliciting.
Any idea?
Do I need to call security?
Okay. Nope, you sure don't. I'm gonna move on. Can I purchase one of these? Can I ride on one of these? Vasco. Oh, he's just cleaning. But Vasco, he has wheels. So why don't you have wheels? Alright, where am I supposed to be going?
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
I was, but okay.
I am really in the middle of something.
I didn't mention anything to you.
You're clear. Enjoy
How do you know? Okay. I'll take that. Everyone has a cup in their hand. What is everyone drinking? He doesn't. Well, actually, no, everyone does not have a cup in their hand. But the few people that do, I'm quite thirsty. I like to know what they're drinking. You look like you've had a long day, buddy. Okay, let's see. I believe this is where we're supposed to be going right here. This guy looks like, is he gonna scam me? Oh, I'm getting on the monorail.
Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation
Vasco.
throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
You've been silent for quite some time. I can see that sign on the window.
Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
You don't even know me, but I will do that. Back to you, Vasco. You've been silent this entire trip since I was trying to figure out how to do a grab jump. But now you want to tell me about the New Atlantis Transit, which is listed right there on the window, and on this structure that along the entrance to the New Atlantis Transit, and it's on the actual train. It says New Atlantis Transit, or NAT, what you just said.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Look at you. Could you stop interrupting our conversation? Thank you. Okay. Vasco, that's all I had to say. Come on, let's continue. Alright, Mass District is where we need to go. Residential District and Commercial District are our options of a destination. Let's go ahead and go where we need to go. It's what we came here for, right? We'll go get a house or some sort of commerce at a later time. Let's go see what's actually in the Mass District. I think we're supposed to be delivering something to the Constellation. That was our purpose, so let's continue on there. Oh. Oof. Okay, I see you. Yeah, she definitely is suspicious. Okay. I'll be sure to tread lightly in her presence, and I think she's just a normal citizen, but she acts as if she's
The water is quite
some
aesthetically
high-level
pleasing,
dignitary.
or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its
Oh,
power.
now Vasco is just a tour guide, bustling with information about my surroundings. When I needed you to tell me how to do a grab jump, you had nothing to say. Vasco, we didn't get off on the right foot, and doesn't look like we're getting any better. Now, as long as you continue in combat to give me great support, then we'll be okay. But this whole communication thing, we have to work on that, okay? Over here spinning your wrists. Guess that's the equivalent of twiddling your thumbs. Alright, where are we going? don't see a waypoint anywhere. Vasco, do you see anything? There we go. Excuse me. Even on these planets, they're just walking with their heads in their phones. Or tablets, or whatever that device was she had. What is this? A mop? Didn't they have sanitation devices? What do they need a mop for? Oh, it's moving on its own. Is it? Not sure. Come on, let's continue, Vasco. Okay, so is that 90?
In a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
So basically, that means no one's gonna open fire on us, correct? Regardless of what faction we have allegiance to. Hello.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Alright, Vasco, look, listen. Don't just message people information or our arrival. You know, you can at least let me know that you're messaging someone. That would help. But telling me after the fact you message someone, then let me know. That's the reverse method of what we should be doing. Okay? Can we agree on that? Notification, then action. Not the other way around. I don't know these people. I'm new here. They're expecting Barrett. Yes?
Captain,
alright, let's
Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk about these few topics so I can have a little more information. Why is the Crimson Fleet after Barrett?
I asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him, typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted.
Okay.
Constellation is an explorers society founded over 50 years ago with the mission of seeking out the unknown. Members often engage in expeditions in small groups, typically 1 or 2 people, or like Barrett and myself, 1 person and 1 robot. The membership is intentionally limited and small. Should you
can use us as an example
yourself, you will be the 10th active member.
You could have used us as an example because it's just me and you know, a human and a robot, similarly to Barrett and yourself, but that's neither here nor there.
Barrett would say that billions of years ago, we were all one with the cosmos, so technically you have known each other forever. But the more practical answer is likely that he needs you. The number of known people who have been affected by the artifacts is now 2. Without your investment in Constellation's mission, he may never know more about the experience you both share. So he is showing you trust in order to gain your support.
So is he number 1? We're not just going to gloss over that piece of information. Barrett is number 1 who was affected by the artifact, yes? Because you say we share the same experience. So I'll take that as that. I don't have any gear to trade. Apologize, but alright, let's go ahead and go in here. Good talk. Yeah, it's a cool watch.
In the library, just inside.
It's,
if Barrett were here, he'd probably
it's way cooler than a watch, by the way.
Of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. Easiest bet I'll ever win.
Mm-hmm. Some interesting art. Is this the house that I passed on?
You two keep going on like this, and I'm banning wages. I'm serious.
No, it's this guy. It's this guy's home, Walter Stroud, because he's in 3 pictures. I think that's him as well, and that is probably some relative of his. Okay, I don't want to come in here picking locks. Let's just go through the front entrance. Can we pick up any books? Is anything here liftable? Alright, I don't want to start stealing things, but I feel like this may be the home that I passed on, that I would have to pay a certain mortgage. And now that I think about it, so I only have 7,800 credits, and I would have been paying 300,000 something per cycle of the moon, if I'm not mistaken. I can't recall, but it would have likely been a lot more than I was interested in paying. So let's go and have this conversation. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that George?
We appear to have a visitor.
Vasco? Why are you no longer following?
Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Okay, I can't tell her that I killed Barrett. Alright, they don't have any loot that I can get, so... It's a pretty sweet jacket, though, that Lynn may be interested in. Okay, let's go. Pirates attacked. We'll go with the truth here. Because we don't want to answer a question with a question. And, yeah, let's just give her what she's asking, because I am the visitor here, so...
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
Vasco, hold on.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Wait a minute.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
You just called me a rock breaker?
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now,
yeah.
Let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we?
Wait a minute.
What
Vasco.
happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Vasco, how did you just flip and become all of a sudden become a polygraph test for me? What if I was lying? When I was speaking to the space pirate, you allowed me to be dishonest in order for us to get safe passage, which the second time I was unsuccessful and we ended up having to engage in combat anyway, but the first time we were, you had nothing to say. Now she asks me a question and all of a sudden you're verifying the validity of my comments. We'll talk about that later. Let me continue this conversation with Sarah because she's looking growingly annoyed with me, with my presence actually, but... Alright, what was the question? I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? What happened? I think Lynn asked me this question when I came back to consciousness, and what did I tell her? I think it was just bright lights and music, but that would be breaking. That would be what I, the player, experienced. The character would have. I'm kind of ready to answer her question with a question, but let's answer her.
Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Yeah, I prefer to just get to the point. Is that it?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the
Who's this? She doesn't have anything to say?
Why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus?
What's going on here? Is this the client? No, I'm sorry.
Right. Let's see.
Noel? What you got?
We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Was that a question? The artifact? That sounded more like a statement, but I'll go along with it just because I'm the guest here. And then it's a really nice place. I don't want to rile anything up because I still have my weapon. See, I might show you I have some weapons tucked somewhere in there, but see, I still have my ammunition on the screen, so it's holstered.
That's it. Just like
I just threw it on the table. Like, here you go.
There were only 2 of them at
Take
first.
it.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that.
Easy girl. Breathe.
Yeah, she's getting a bit excited.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an
She's passionate.
intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick?
You're on, Walter.
Well,
2,000.
get all the answers. It wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
I just gave you. I was an integral part in acquiring that artifact.
See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
That's cool. I feel like you could have told me some of that when I was asking you questions a while back before, I believe, while we were on Crete. Do I need time to clear my head? Is that going to allow me to go explore and maybe go to the gift shop? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to come back here and embark on this journey anyway, so let's go ahead.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone.
So I guess I should have went cleared my head first.
But you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here,
So I'll have another companion.
I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us.
Thank you.
In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability?
I agree.
You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
So Vasco, she's going to be joining along with us. So you don't have to pick a side, but I need us to all be on the same team. You can't just flip in an instant like you did a bit earlier. So let's go.
I know
Let's
everyone's
see.
excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible.
Everyone?
And be aware of possible negative effects. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now.
A little.
A lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Not a problem.
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Drugs?
Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
Yeah.
Planning on
Alright, let's
sticking
go
around
ahead and
then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way,
Yes.
I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Okay, let's do it.
So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection. but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I'm more interested in the artistry on the walls. Very interesting paintings. Is that Stroud? Are these pictures or paintings?
Greetings, Walter Stroud. How may I assist you?
Vasco, no loyalty.
Just checking in, seeing how you're doing.
At present, all systems are functioning well within established parameters.
Right. Well then.
Is it a bar? Okay.
So this is the bar.
Yes.
Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Vasco told me that this was a small team. I think 10. Or maybe he was speaking of something else. Well, I guess you did say an abbreviated tour because we're passing plenty of doors.
Okay, this'll be you.
Oh, okay.
Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet.
So I guess that's the
sure
common
Sarah
room,
has something
and that's
planned
Mateo.
for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy.
Thanks. Oh, I took the case. I didn't mean to take the case. I just wanted to look at it. Can I rest? Let's go ahead and get some sleep. Take a nap. Okay. We'll take a break there before we go speak with Sarah, but thank you for joining for another 30. And we'll be back shortly. Until then, appreciate your time. Goodbye.